Check out this fun easel fun fold card. This is one of the 3 cards in my February card kit. It's all using Nature's Sweetness. And I just think this is such a fun card, and it lays flat like that to mail. So each month, when people place a $50 order in or more in my online store, I send a card kit with 3 cards. All you ever need are the words. So you can use any words that you have. The rest of it, everything is in the supplies. And this is my monthly video where I show how to assemble the cards. You can also just choose to purchase the PDF. The PDF also includes 3 other cards. So these are not in the card kit, but I wanted to show the directions are in the PDF. Nature's Sweetness is such a fun, look at this has been done with the Designer Series paper right across the top. These are just really gorgeous cards with minimal work. So they're just pretty fun. I love sending these because a lot of people say, I actually make the cards you send, and it just gives you a bunch of ideas, and your portfolio can just build of what card ideas you have and with the PDF. So we'll get started on this month's. So you get envelopes and then the embellishments you need. So these are the embellishments that come with this kit. And we are going to make the cards. So this is the first card. So it stands like this. Whoops. Just have to get it to, I have to get it to cooperate with me for the camera. Okay, there we go. There is our standing easel card, which is just such a fun, awesome card. It opens up like this. So for this, we have pecan pie, 4 1/4 by 11, and it's scored at 5 1/2 in the middle, and then in the middle of this, so 2 3/4. And then we have a piece of pebbled path that's 3 3/4 by 10. It is scored in the middle at 5 and folded. And there you can see, how cool is that? There is our layout right there. So I'm going to start with putting this in this, and I'm going to put this, just like I were doing the inside of a card, I'm going to center this. And then on the inside here, this piece is 3 3/4 by, what was that, 5? Must be 4 3/4. And then you're going to have a front. This paper comes, you get, there's 6, let's see, 3 different designs, but you can end up making like 12 of these out of paper stock. So you actually get one of the 6, either of them, and you will cut it down to the right size. So it just saves us time with the cutting. And then you're also kind of learning how to figure out, oh, this is the size I want. It's going to match in this size. So you can put on there and see it's going to work just beautifully. So I'm going to use the one that's already cut to size here. So we're putting this on the inside of the card. And then we're putting this one, and isn't that pretty in the back too? This is really gorgeous paper. This is going to go on the front. So simple and beautiful. So there's my card. Then to make this, I have these pieces, and I'm going to not attach this part because I want to stamp mine before I put it together, but I'll do this part so we know. So I'm going to take my, let's see. Where do I have? Okay, here we have some. Okay, so I have these, and I'm going to cut. Let's see, I'm going to cut them across like this. I want it to be kind of small, and I want them, I could use mini glue dots, and I'd line them up right in a row. We could also use, if you have the raised adhesive sheets. So any of that works. So since I want this, well, it doesn't matter what side is up, does it? Because I haven't stamped yet. So I'm going to put this on. And then I'm just going to kind of look at this and see where I want this to go from standing up. I'm going to put this. I'm going to go for right like here. And then I'll, of course, add my words. But then, do you see how this is only stuck at the bottom? And it gives me room to put this in. And there is my lovely card. It'll kind of just split apart like that. But isn't that pretty? I just think that is such a card. So that is card number 1. And then you'll add the gems. I'm going to finish all my cards afterwards, but now this next one I think is really fun. It really shows the softness when you use vellum paper. So the vellum paper is going over just part of this paper. You can see how much brighter the paper is here. And then this just kind of dulls it. So for this, these are my 2 pieces, and I'm going to take the vellum and just tear it. I can tear it any which way. It doesn't matter. So mine is going to go like that. Now I can put this on the same way I'm going to put this. Yeah, well, I'll do this. You could just attach this under where this is going to be, but I'm going to show this is the way I mostly do vellum too, because I just think this is a great way. So we're adding some multi-purpose glue, and I have a little bit of a sponge. I'm just taking a little, I take little bits at a time, and then I put them in just a little baggie, and so they're not good anymore. But I figure I'm not wasting much at all because it's so little. Look at that. And when this dries, it is going to be totally clear. So that is really a fun thing. And I'm going to put this right on there. Okay. And you can see just little splotches now, but you won't when it's dry. And then I'm going to put this on my card. Okay. Now for doing this, on this one, you can see mine is kind of loose because I love to just use glue dots and put those all over. For the sake of this, I'm still doing this because it'll go on faster. It's a little putsy, but this is the kind of thing that I sit and watch TV and finish assembling cards like that. So we're going to make ours flat. We're going to measure this first because you can see this is longer. So I am going to cut it off right here. Then I'm going to do the same thing and put this upside down here. And we are just going to go throughout and put some of this on. And to see how all that is left behind, and then it won't be sticky. And when this dries, I will just rub it right off. Okay, so now we're going to put this right on there. Of course, I could make this a little flyaway too by not putting glue on every little part of it. But how cool is that? And then the last 2 pieces are just 2 circle punches. You're going to do that and add the strips. But isn't that a fun idea? So as you're seeing these cards, think about other kinds of stamp sets that you could use for this too. It doesn't need to just be this. And then we're going to do, I think this is really lovely. Very, very simple. There's a couple fun things on here. You can see how we're going to split that. And this is, so this front piece is still more of this gorgeous paper. And I wanted to have a little tuck-in thing. This is the rectangle, the deckled rectangles. But I didn't want to waste a whole big thing like this. So you can see this is a smaller, cut in half. So you're just getting half of this. So always be aware of that. You can change sizes and shapes, but by making this just half, do you see how this is going to just tuck in? So since I'm going to add the words later, I am going to attach this at the top and the bottom. I'm going to put this on. And then you'll see I have space here to tuck this in. These are words from, this is Nature's Sweetness, and it has 2 stamp sets and 2 dies that I'm using, and they're just beautiful. And these are words from the set, just sending a little bit of love your way. But I think that is so fun. And then to put these on, I'm going to cut this into 2 parts. So this part I'm going to put on top. So this is the one I'm going to notice the most. So I'm going to first of all cut that one. That's going to be that. And then I'm just going to, I'm going to cut it off here. You just see, because I want to look for a top that looks right. Okay, perfect. And now I'm going to do the same thing with these. So, and you can see my little bit of glue is lasting through all of this. I think it's so fun. This may stick just a little bit because I didn't put it on a totally clear. No, it's okay. You're going to see a little bit of glue there because I didn't put it on a clean spot is what I'm saying. I'm going to do that this next time, but that will also clean off. It will be clear and come right off. So it'll be okay. But what I should do, actually, I have 2 silicone mats when I work because by the time I'm done with the second one, the first one's dry and I can rub it off and then I go back to using it again. But this is what I should have done. Do you see how I could put several of these on without them overlapping? So that's what you'll want to do. Pull that up and put that one on. So isn't that fun? So we have a few tips and tricks for doing these card things too. And then again, we're just adding the gems. So you get all 3 cards. It is my thank you. And know that you can get the PDFs. You can get past PDFs too. But I love to, it's kind of a fun challenge to figure out each month what would be a good card kit that's not too much work for my helpers and me. And it's not too laborious intensive to put together. So it all works and doesn't use stamps. So I just love it. So I appreciate you guys. I appreciate so much that this is what I get to do. So I love making these and sending these for thank yous. So thanks, everyone.